I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go! 18 Gator.
I'm coming!
Check, to go!
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Come on,
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
Spin.
This is the Oklahoma State alone, Chris Carson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Switch. He's coming. Double up.
Off the play fake. Lambert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd. They felt like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Coming to you.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
He'll drop to throw. By for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And an alley to run. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
He's checking.
On second down now, it's Jenkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Tighten up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. They may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Brings up second and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
61, matchbox lights, fire.
Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Blue draw corpus.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike,
Deep rip.
They'll run on first down. Carson. A good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Complete. It's Henry. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player is able to get on the run and is still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go, set, 50, plant.
53's Mike.
Hey!
I'm coming after you. 53's the Mike.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Lambert steps away. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 on a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. It's a foot race. The 40. He was looking for a moonwalk there.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense Charles are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always have got the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Well, he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Six.
Now on 1st down, they'll drop the play. And they're going to get it. They bring it down and send it back at the 16-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. And the shovel pass, and it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Look to play here. Nowhere to go. He wants the football.
And plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Got it.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get up near the 45 spot at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes on because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
You ready?
53.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Watch the run.
Hey. Get it.
That's on the right side with Henry.
Let's go.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready?
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Oh, you got deep?
Yes. Hey, exit. Hey, rock, hit it.
Looking to throw. Lambert. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Mike, number 53. Mike.
6-6, pull it hard. Ready?
Off-play action. Lambert. Get an open man. It's a new one. And he's got this down to the 35.
Here we go.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the hands of Enunwa on the jet sweep. And that would cover beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Raiders' 38-yard line.
Set up. 10 Tucson.
Check 53.
Go.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Deep grip.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. On the move to his left. Guys, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage. They also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to throw. Lambert. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it would be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join Charles, the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by to roll away on stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. We get slap happy up here sometimes. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. To see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Switch gears. Switch gears. No. Check 3. Check 3. Let's go.
throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready, break.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Topper, topper.
Operating for the gun. Lambert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
Down.
The front and back
60
working in
yard.
sync. Only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Snap.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go now. 8, read. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Lambert. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Get it.
Off play action. Lambert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
Jim. Watch the safety creep.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hit it.
On first down, Lambert. And caught by Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch for 8 yards. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Henry. A 5-yard gain on the play.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle.
Let's go.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
A gain of 18.
And defensively, they were in zone covers there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, get a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Stop your whining. Check.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Jacobs. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let him play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the first quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
49, check 49.
Pilot, 64, weak. Deep grip.
On 1st down, Rose. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go.
Get ready. 53 at the mic.
Here's a quick throw out to Humphries. He will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lions suck up on for the point after. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st down, Raiders.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll run the Coleman on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Give here as they try to run pass option. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mike, time to go, night-night.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Lambert. And it's complete. This is Austin Cole. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Austin Cole, 77 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Sucker. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Titans 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lambert rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. This is Henry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tackles, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Switch. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Ready?
Off the bootleg. Lambert. He completes it to Henry. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, having fun? Throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune or one but nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty good play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. An effective run here. They'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Titans' 8-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. That's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Now! Hey! Wahoo! Get it!
Throwing on 1st down. Lambert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On the
From the
set.
34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hit it.
They run it with Carson. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Lambert. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of what holes are going to be before they actually open. I think it'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They're running with Jacobs, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
At the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Mike, 55.
2nd and 3. Well, this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Giorgio Savecchio for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Savecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
We'll see. Problem here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. for big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
13-yard line.
So second down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's got a first down and inside the midfield. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage to officially salt this one away. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
The quarterback keeps it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth
A
down.
great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Oakland, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.